你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
Xiao Zhan has been in the filming group for a long time. Xiao Zhan is here again. Seeing the fried scorpion face look distressed, the appraisal of the small bread is very correct. Xiao Zhan has been in the filming group for a long time. The trailer of the first Jade Bone Remote was exposed, and the original soundtrack was well received. Hello everyone, are there any updates about Xiao Zhan recently? After Xiao Zhan officially announced the news of a new drama Jade Bone Yao and the final makeup photos of the poster, there has been no more information, which has attracted many fans who are looking forward to it. Everyone is looking forward to seeing the fresh Xiao Zhan. Xiao Zhan has been in the filming group for a long time. This year's Xiao Zhan can be said to be extremely bumpy. The 227 incident has actually dealt a great blow to him. However, after that incident, Xiao Zhan's fans are still a lot more sensible, which needs to be praised. And he and Yang's new play The Rest of My Life, Please Enlighten Me has actually been completed for a long time, but it has not been broadcast for a long time, which is quite disappointing. Fortunately, Xiao Zhan himself is still a very positive and optimistic person. Speaking of the setting of the drama Jade Bone Away is quite interesting. It is the deep sadomasochism between the master and the apprentice, as can be seen from Zhao Liying's previous big fire drama Flower Thousand Bones. This kind of subject matter is still quite popular. So what does Jade Bone Remote specifically tell? It was two people with completely different personalities who became masters and apprentices by mistake. The great priest Shi Ying, because he mistakenly thought that the shark next to Zhu Yan was the Sea Emperor, resolutely sealed him up, and Zhu Yan also stabbed Shi Ying. A few brief introductions made people feel the abuse. It can be seen that the drama Jade Bone Yao walks the stage of abuse of both the body and the heart. However, judging from the pre-released starring makeup photos, the show is still very emotional. Xiao Zhan was dressed in white, just like a cold and noble boy. However, it's been a while since filming, and it's time to come out for activities. 2 days before the first trailer of Jade Bone Remote came to light, a trailer for Jade Bone Remote was exposed on the internet. In the trailer, I saw the two masters, Xiao Zhan and Ren Min. Xiao Zhan obviously has the feeling of being a master in the play. While releasing the trailer, Xiao Zhan and Ren Min themselves also came to the press conference site. At the press conference site, Xiao Zhan recounted his experience over the past year. Of course, this time I mainly look at his works. From this preview, it can be seen that the special effects are relatively rough. In 2021 this year, the special effects are still the same as 3 or 4 years ago. This is absolutely impossible. The whole is used in cool colors, like the male protagonist's clothes are white. Most of the scenes are gathered in the cold blue picture, although the picture is very cold, but not bright. On the contrary, it was a lifeless look, very bleak. If it weren't for the dubbing later, this trailer would probably be a negative score. The female director Min's clothes and hairstyle were also complained. It's like a little girl, but Zhu Yan's character is an innocent princess. She is still young, and it's normal to comb this hair bun, and it can be seen from the trailer. There is something for Ren Min to be the best female partner of Magnolia, and his emotions are particularly contagious. This point should be emphasized. The original voice dubbed praises for praise. The trailer of Jade Bone Yao is actually very short. There was no sound in the first half, but the second half was dubbed by Xiao Zhan himself. I have to say that as soon as Xiao Zhan's dubbing came out, I felt that the trailer was sublimated a lot. Especially the last sentence of No debt can really arouse everyone's emotions. Although the special effects of the crew were not very good, the two leading actors still saved most of them. Moreover, Xiao Zhan's acting skills have also been significantly improved. If the previous acting skills are only the level of ordinary traffic stars, then the performance of Jade Bone Yao this time is like a real actor. This will also pave the way for the future transformation of Xiao Zhan. As a costume male god, Xiao Zhan is self-explanatory in the expressiveness of costume modeling. With this Jade Bone Remote as a base, the notebooks that Xiao Zhan took afterwards will only get better and better. For Xiao Zhan, The editor still looks forward to his future development. Who wouldn't love such a sunny boy? Xiao Zhan is here again. Seeing the fried scorpion face look distressed, the appraisal of the small bread is very correct. On the evening of June 9, Xiao Zhan's studio released a video recording of food. The footage of Xiao Zhan tasting Qingdao's local specialty snacks during a play in Qingdao was recorded, which immediately attracted a strong crowd of netizens. In the video, Xiao Zhan appeared in a set of simple black casual clothes, sitting on a couch similar to the backstage. At the beginning of the video, he invited everyone to share the youth in the classic BGM of Huan's Hujage. With a bright smile on his face, he looks pretty good. However, Xiao Zhan's eyes are slightly red, bags under the eyes are prominent, and stubble is obvious, which may be related to the role modeling of patient number 5. Probably because he saw a table full of food, he had no choice. Before Xiao Zhan started eating, he was embarrassed, feeling helpless when he was forced to open business. But after reading the local characteristics of cuttlefish dumpling and Bayu dumpling, he immediately beamed with joy, repeatedly praised its delicious, and staged the true fragrance scene. Xiao Zhan started the food appreciation and comment mode while eating, and described the taste of each snack. It's like sharing it with a friend. Although everyone's tastes may be different, Xiao Zhan communicates based on his intuitive feelings. There is a sense of affinity, which is very real and natural. Also contributed a lot of Yanyi emoticons. But there was only one. Xiao Zhan was shocked when he saw it. He shook his head violently without eating, his facial features shrank into a ball, and he strongly refused. It turns out that this is the local famous fried scorpion. It tastes crispy and rich in protein. But these little guys gathered together, the scene was still quite scary. Xiao Zhan stared at his eyebrows and never stretched. No matter how good it smelled, it was put back in its original place, and it was carefully covered, for fear that it would never be seen again. But when it comes to Xiao Zhan's favorite small bread session, he talks endlessly. All reviews are based on professional standards. Generally speaking, eating bread is at best the distinction between delicious and not tasty, but Xiao Zhan made many pertinent suggestions while eating and thinking. For example, the crispness of the crust is enough, but it doesn't need to be so old. The level of the horn should be made. Unknowingly, the small bun appraiser went online. After reading for a round, Xiao Zhan returned to the bun. Continue to comment that the buns are a bit too much toasted this time. Pippin has been taking a long time. It seems that I have a deep obsession with the unsuccessful of the buns. Xiao Zhan said before that if you don't enter the entertainment circle, maybe he will open a bakery, and he will bake biscuits himself. He is probably very good at baking toast and the like. He is an expert. The idea of wanting to open a store may not be just talking. It really did enough homework. In fact, it is not bad for Xiao Zhan to open a bakery as a sideline business. I believe many people will check in. Xiao Zhan is also very conscious of being an entertainer. When eating, he will first consider the calories of the food, and will cover his mouth when chewing in front of the camera, paying attention to the image. And when I heard that there was garlic in the food, I gave up actively. This kind of food tastes bigger. It is easy to smoke others at work. But what is even more shocking is that Xiao Zhan actually said that he was already so fat, although even the cameraman was fanned by this sentence. But Xiao Zhan said very seriously, everyone is saying that I am fat. It turns out that the male star also has body anxiety. Artists in this industry are indeed very demanding on their figure, and they will naturally get a few degrees of weight after being photographed. Sometimes because of state reasons or lens angle problems, it also looks more swollen. Xiao Zhan ate a few more pieces of bread, which made him feel deeply uneasy and showed his self-discipline. At the light-picking ceremony a week after the video was recorded, Xiao Zhan was very thin and handsome, which shows that he has done strict body management behind his back. At the end of the video, Xiao Zhan copied his hands and said thoughtfully, I still want to go to the beach. I want to find a chance to go to the beach. His eyes were slightly lonely. However, judging from the pictures released by the studio before, Xiao Zhan still went to the beach as he wished on his trip to Qingdao. He played bubbles and was very happy. Xiao Zhan's action is very strong, and he must do what he says. The new stop of Dreams is also about to open. What kind of food will Xiao Zhan taste by then? It's quite exciting to think about it.